Greetings, beautiful beings, and welcome to the Breathing Bar. I'm Ahuvia. If you don't already know your bartender, I'm here to serve up those things that stimulate shifting of consciousness, to lighten your load, to release the gravitational pull of thinking, of processing, allowing your natural inclinations and realms of wisdom to come up from those deeper portals that have been waiting to express themselves. And today we are ending our 12-week Summer Solstice Growing Organic Inside a Knot series. And this particular series is very dear to me because I am putting out a book coming soon. That's a little market plug. Growing Organic Inside and Out. So we've been going through this summer solstice, going through concepts, planting seeds, watering seeds, harvesting seeds, depending on where you are in your evolution, in the frequency that I'm communicating in the different journals. So I wanted to, in the different podcasts. So today, to end this and to begin the next season off, which is a very powerful season, as everyone knows, I wanted to go into sovereignty. I had a wonderful conversation with a sister, and at the end of the day, she inspired this particular episode. Sovereignty is not a collective consciousness. It just isn't. Sovereignty is a very singular thing. It's collective when it comes to the alignment with the universal consciousness, but it definitely does not have to be collective when it comes to government and social dynamics that we may deal with. And there's a distinct difference. And our discussion was very fulfilling for me and very enlightening for me because it allowed me to explore deeper levels of understanding when it comes to a lot of the things that go on when it comes to aligning with governments and the concept of being a support to the community through change, through government. And it just kept going back and forth from government, change, shifting, changing policies. So at one point when we were talking, I had to just kind of go into another frame of mind, another realm of understanding, depending on where your vantage point is, to say that there are millions of people in the world that are assisting mankind and assisting the natural world that has nothing to do with participating in or uplifting government. They're moving in their sovereignty, in their rootedness, where they don't need to connect with a collective consciousness, one that may not serve where they are in their realm of consciousness. And then two, they don't need that support because they already know what their portion is to be of service to humanity. And sometimes people think, well, if you deal with government or if you go into that realm, you'll be able to activate change on a more powerful level because you'll reach more people. And at the end of the day, it's not about reaching people. It's about shifting frequencies. And you can shift frequencies sitting in your room, putting the intention out there if you are powerful enough as a sovereign being. So your sovereignty has nothing to do, your strength, your power has nothing to do with being part of a collective consciousness. At the end of the day, we all do belong to a collective consciousness, but that frequency may not be in human form. It may not be part of a collective consciousness in human form. You never know. So it's important that you allow yourself to explore what your collective consciousness is within yourself, your sovereignty. Once you understand yourself as a sovereign being and understand where your frequency is, then you'll begin to say, hey, this is the type of collective consciousness that I know that I want to be a part of. So everyone has to make that decision for themselves. And it doesn't just happen. You cannot just change the frequency of a collective consciousness overnight, but yet you could shift your own. So as the more we talked, me and the sister, the more I said there are many ways to affect change, powerful change, without being immersed in the social collective consciousness of government. And you're not abandoned, and you don't have to be a rebel if you decide that you don't want to participate. Because what you are desiring to participate in, others may not want to participate in. So it's not about judging anyone's decisions or lifestyles on how they're going to possibly evolve themselves and bring their offering to this world. It's about focusing in and staying in your lane. And whether you understand someone else's lane, it doesn't matter. You don't have to drive it. They do. If someone doesn't understand your lane, that doesn't matter, because they definitely don't have to pave it or drive it. You do. And if we can really respect that space, you'll find a lot of times everybody will get to their destination much quicker, because they won't be riding off the road. They won't be wrecking their cars. They won't be running into each other. Just stay in your lane. Stay in your sovereign space, no matter what the collective consciousness that you may be around thinks. Because they have nothing to do with your evolution. You have everything to do with your evolution. Your energy is your responsibility. So that was my thought for today when I brought up sovereignty is not a collective consciousness. And you have to be a collective consciousness within yourself, your cells, your social system, your innerverse. You have to have a relationship with that government, because you're governing it. And if you can't govern your inner being, how can you ever think to affect change, lasting change, rooted change, sustainable change in the temporalness of the instability of the collective consciousness of government? So beautiful beings, you all have a wonderful moment wherever you are. Again, this is Ahuvia. We're closing out this summer solstice season, episode 12. So I'm going to give you a break the next couple weeks. And we're going to pick up as we go into the fall equinox. You all have a wonderful moment wherever you are, and we'll talk soon. Oh, and don't forget, our interactive journals are always available on the website. And if you have any questions, or if you want any particular topic to be discussed, please reach out. I'm trying to figure out all these little ways for you to do that if you desire. Anyway, I'm thankful and honored to be able to hold space in your ether. Give thanks.